Battleship? Battleship? We do not know of that word in Russia. Hello everyone. This is No9117. My desktop audio is muted for some reason. I'm actually going to have to be right back real quickly, and then we can properly start the live stream. So give me just a moment. That be right back screen is horrible overlaid on that, so I'm just gonna bring up the display capture right now. There, that looks a bit better. Be right back. I need to make sure that the phone doesn't ring annoyingly. Alright, that is me back. I will take off that screen right there. Make that full screen, make sure that everything is working, and yeah, we're back. We're back as Russia in 1909, January. Right now we have our first two battlecruisers completed of the, oh, what is this? Viatitila? Triviatitila class? I'm totally screwing that up. In addition to that, we also have the Imperator Nikolai I, some of those guys, and some other stuff. And under construction right now, we have 3 warships. The light cruiser Vladimir, or protected cruiser Vladimir, I should say. And then 2 dreadnought battlecruisers of the Imperator Alexander II class. And I think I could have done... Yeah, I definitely could have done a little better with them in terms of the number of guns, but I wanted to still have relevant armor and relevant speed, and that wouldn't have... I wouldn't have been able to get that. German government... Turrets and gun mountings, mechanical shell handling. I will not buy it. So, one thing I'm going to have to be careful of now is the glitch where your maximum technology level is 21 was supposed to have gone away, and it hasn't. It hasn't. So, yeah, we're staying on this. I'm going to increase research budget a little bit. Maybe 11. I'm not going to go up to 12 quite yet. Just to try to preserve a bit of money. There we go. Yeah, now I could probably go back up, or go up to 12. Yeah, monthly balance of 11, so we're still profitable. I, again, don't want the technology. Oh, new 13-inch guns. That's going to be good. Yes, we should extend our security arrangement with France. Oil has been discovered in Shanghai. Interesting. Million in Djibouti. Still going on? Okay, so Shanghai. That's somewhere near China, right? That's there. So that's neutral. If we can get that region, that would be good. Do we have any oil anywhere here? Shafar East, Sakhalin. I don't think we have any oil. Oh, we do have oil. So I can switch to oil firing when that becomes available then. That will be good. That will be excellent. Alright, we are going to need more destroyers too, probably. How long until these guys start getting old? Those guys are 1902. Yeah, after Vladimir is complete, we're probably going to want to refit them. Pusher in international force. Yep, that increases tensions with them. We were last in a war with them, and I don't know if I'll try to get in a second war with them. Hey, Viking! Caught you at the tail end of a Dota game. That's actually good tech right there. Enables light cruiser armor formation. So, do I want to go to war with Japan again? Because France and Germany are my allies, and they're kind of like the main two people I would want to take colonies from. Britain is always just scary. Like, Britain would be very difficult to fight. Britain would be able to beat me in the individual battles, probably. Just make sure that, yeah, doctrine is fine. So I guess Japan's still kind of the main target. Maybe the US? No, I couldn't invade the US. Yeah, it's really just Japan. You'd go... I'm allied with them, is my problem. There's really not a lot of good choices. Okay, naval aviation lighter than air. So that is... there. We'll leave that on medium. Actually, light forces and torpedo warfare were kind of lacking, and so I'm going to switch that to high for now. Offering to sell us armor development. I don't care. We could get out of the alliance and try to fight Germany instead. What do they have? I don't think I use unrestricted submarine warfare a lot because of the whole it ticks off everyone else. I suppose it depends on the war. And we could probably fight Germany. Oh yeah, our naval budget is very, very similar. Yeah, I could get out of the alliance and try to change it to a war on Germany and try to take some of their colonies. I think that's going to work out a little better than a second war on Japan. I think I need to be a little more prepared for a second war on Japan, but with Germany... yeah. But I want to keep the alliance with France. It's kind of bonkers. Yeah, I'd bet it would be. Amount of VP you get. Oh! But it comes with the cost of possible risk. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna... oh my god, France, stop spying on me! I want to build a second Vladimir-class cruiser. And we're getting to the point where we need to start refitting our minesweepers. So I'll start with the Vestniks. And just order all of them rebuilt right now. Rebuild ships. And then the other ones. These guys. Risk isn't that high from the 2 Sturger stream. Okay. I thought it was a little higher. Oh. Do it. You sort of collapsed the UK government. Oh, that's good. That's actually a very good job. Alright, so now France has been a little pissed off. I want to go to low spying on Germany. We are currently losing money. Improved rolled shipbuilding steel. I mean, it's fairly cheap, but I need to just hold on to what I have. There we go. Recent industrial stuff has improved, and now our ships are finally being rebuilt and mothballed, and that's going to save us a bit of money. And part of this is also me building all that stuff. It's kind of pushing me to war with France, it looks like. So let's try for war with France and or Germany. I just said and or. I think France and Germany is actually a little terrifying. Hull construction testing tank for hull form. It'd be good to get more technologies, but I can't Wait, did we... What did we get? Yeah, I didn't buy it. I think we just got it anyways. French government. Yeah, if we're pissing them off slowly, I don't think I'm gonna sell it to them. Okay, Vladimir is commissioned now. Good. Okay, so it looks like some of our destroyers are now old. Looks like, yeah, these, ships here. Actually, these cruisers we can, still refit. Oh. Yeah, this group I didn't refit to the Plata 1908 standard. Oops. So yeah, send them in. Uh, this... Yeah, our lack of money is really harming us right now. Start moving a bit more to the reserve fleet and a bit more to the mothball fleet. I think that's all I can spare for the moment. Get the Navy League to protest the proposal. Why is it driving me to war with Austria-Hungary? I'm not interested. Lack of everything is Russia. Turrets and gun mountings. It's like, no thanks, no thanks. I can't spare the money right now. There we go. Alright, I'll take the budget hit. And we have 4 centerline turrets now. Cool. Unfortunately... The ship. Okay, so the other 2 are almost done. There we go, they're done. Okay, so we're just gonna mothball that whole classic cruiser for now. And then probably move 2 of those guys to the reserve fleet. Hey, look, we're positive again. Unfortunately, we're getting kinda close to war. And normally I'd start having to put stuff back into, you know, all of this, but it's kind of difficult to do at this exact moment. TNT bursting charge. No thanks. Hold on, let me bring up paint for... I'm gonna briefly turn off the display capture here just for a moment. Okay, good, that's on the correct screen. I just need to make sure that paint, if I brought up paint to save a screenshot or something, that wouldn't appear on the main monitor. That would appear on the secondary one. Alright, so we're 8 turns out from our first battlecruiser now. And unfortunately, other nations... I mean, Britain already has them, but Britain's our ally, so that's fortunately Britain already has them. Okay. Now we have a bit more money to work with, and I think it is probably a good time to design a 900-ton destroyer. I don't think we can do oil firing yet, correct? Yeah, we don't have it developed. Do we have double torpedo tubes? No, we don't. We only have singles. We can probably do normal engine reliability and bring the ships up to maybe about 29 knots. Alright, clear the torpedo tube mounts, update the ship graphic. Gun armament wise, I think we want one in the aft as well. 4 inches is probably good. I might consider a centerline one, but I think I want to aim for more torpedoes. And in terms of torpedoes, you can go for a W. I'll go for a V instead of a W. And then an R. No, not an R. Let's go for a Q. No, we'll go R, W, no V. And then change the location of our smokestacks. And then I think we'll do one at D and E maybe. Maybe F and G. Yeah. Alright. So let's that's the 3rd smokestack. Let's just get rid of it. Change that one to an oval. Also change that one to an oval. In the rear here we have the little structure thing. Is that structure 3? That's structure 3. Can I have another 2 torpedo tubes? Yeah. And then I could just remove them later with another refit. I don't know where I'd want to put them, though. We could do D and E. Oh, wait, no, those are guns. Yeah, D and E. Although, this destroyer is a little underarmed, if I would say. How's the center line? Get a gun center line mount somewhere, like maybe a C. C's ugly. An L, maybe? That's too many. So it goes from perfectly fine to having too many instantly. Which is kind of annoying. So we'll go D and E. And then we'll do something like that. Probably going back to there. And then kind of down there. Good enough. Alright, structure 2. We're just gonna have it kinda be the same, but go a little further forward than it did before. And then structure 4 is that thing. Structure 4 this time is gonna be a little bit more of a bridge, and then it'll probably be, you know, here-ish. And do something like that. Structure 5 can be the box. Actually, we'll do structure 5 like that. Okay. Then structure 6. We'll just do maybe this. That's structure 6. Alright, that is our new destroyer class. And that was kind of haphazardly thrown together. It only has 1 weight remaining, so what will probably happen with further upgrades is that it'll wind up losing some of the torpedo tubes. Although it might wind up being the case where it ends up probably with the broadside of 4 torpedo tubes, I would think. Maybe 5, maybe like a triple and a double. 4 to 5 probably in the end. Alright, yeah, save that design. It'll be ready in a month. We'll do that. Well, that is not good news. That's bad. Change spying on Germany to none. But I don't want to fight Austria-Hungary. I don't want to fight you. It's pointless. I'll buy submarine technology. We actually need more subs. I'm gonna buy a bunch of subs. Time to build a new battlecruiser. Britain could just whip... Yeah, Britain could. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Why don't we do that? Because Britain has bases in the Mediterranean. And because Britain has bases in the Mediterranean, I should also have some Mediterranean basing capability. And so does France. And we still have an alliance with France. I really should have revoked the alliance with France and kept the one with Germany. But this might just work. Because... what is it? Mediterranean, and 926. So that is doable. I can move ships down there and blockade them. Wait, I must have 2 building. Oh, okay, because this one's close to complete. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so, in terms of dock size, we need larger docks, honestly. But, okay. 12-inch quality 0 or 13-inch quality -1. So... 13-inch quality... Dear God, this ship would have a massive immunity zone to that. Quad center, new design? Probably. That's my thought. Okay, I want to see the maximum range. 15,630 on that one. And the 12 is a little longer ranged. Immunity zone's about the same. I think we stick with the 12s. But we want the ship to be at our maximum tonnage. Can we get more torpedo defense? No, we can't. We need to suggest a name for it, and that will be the name. Alright. Okay, so good. Ship graphic here doesn't actually change that much. In terms of secondaries, could probably reduce them down to maybe like 16. I want to keep them a little higher at 18. Although I'll keep the secondaries on only 2 inches of protection. I think you can have like secondary flash fires. That's the word. You know what? We'll go down to 5 inches and we'll have them at 22 secondaries. And we will ditch 2 of the broadside torpedo tubes for a low amount. -1 torp defense. I guess we're already perma-flooding. Yes, they're just letting in water on the ship everywhere. Alright, so turret-wise, we have A, Y, R currently. I'm going to get rid of R. Okay, so we're going to get an L. I'll be there. And then, yeah, I'll add R back in. So that will be our turret layout. And I do believe that's all we can get. The other option is we could go for a cross-deck firing layout. But that's, that's typically very awkward. I don't think I'm going to do that. Although it might give me a little better angles if I show the turret arcs. I would think that it would give me a little better angles, but I think this design will be a little better. Alright, structure 1, go away. Structure 2, go away. Structure 3, go away. Structure 4, go away. That funnel, move there. That's fine. Actually, you know what? Can we go up to the 12 inches of belt armor? Yes, we can. 2.5 deck. What's our gun data? This ship has an immunity zone from 5,000 yards to 16,000 yards against 12-inch guns. Could fit a couple single... Nope, I've just gone for more armor. I'm going to go down to 11 inches of belt and increase the turrets to 13. Probably the conning tower to 11. Turret top, 3.5. 11 inches of belt works. I might bring the main turrets down to 12.5. Though 13 does leave them kind of future-proofed. But we get more extra mass with the 12.5. I think I'll do that. That makes these ships probably just slightly better for the future. So, gun data. Yeah, our immunity zone is still very good against our own guns. Alright, so Structure 5 and Structure 6 are the 2 down there. So those are the 2 I don't want to mess with. I can mess with the rest of these. Actually, one thought is... Don't suppose you have secondary turret tech? I don't think so. Do I? Apparently I do. Casemates are a little less expensive though, so I'll just stick with them. Even if they are kind of inhibited in bad weather, I do get a little more weight remaining. Wait. I might go down to 20 casemate guns, get that turret up to 13. Yeah. Now we have 199 weight remaining, which is a fine amount to have remaining. Alright. Okay, structure 1, I'm going to do this. We're going to take it from here. We're kind of that way. And do something like that. And just, we're kind of gonna... I think we're gonna do that and have kind of like a area down at the stern where it's a little lower than the rest of the ship. Alright, so that's structure 1, structure 2, structure 3, and structure 4 still need to be built. Structure 2 is just gonna be your typical kind of around the funnel, or for area around the funnel-ish. Structure 3 is gonna be just kind of around this funnel. So that's probably gonna do, like, I don't know, that. Kind of basically, and then structure 4 is actually gonna be the bridge itself. So one way I can do this in an interesting fashion is start there, go back. The good old sea level poop deck. Indoor toilets are a privilege, comrades. I mean, that is something which was done, I do believe. Or if it wasn't done, no, it was done. It was done on the, what was it? Litorios? And I think there was maybe one more. Alright, so we'll go here and then back up. There we go. So it kind of looks like it has like a conning tower there, and then structure with the bridge and all that. I think that's a good design. Do you really want to armor the main turrets that heavily? Yes! Unfortunately, it's not bulge, but the 26 knots will make it good, and it'll take 4 months to build. Or 4 months to get the design out. Yeah, careful. There. And one thing I can do is, now that I have all this money, we can start training. Potemkin? It's Nia's Potemkin, though. Alright, so we want to do gunnery. Do we want to do night fighting? I think we do night fighting as well. Yeah, let's do it. So our goal here is going to be to blockade Austria-Hungary in the Med. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a force of ships just ready to go. So those are all in Northeast Asia. They're going to remain there. But these guys in Northern Europe are all going to go down there. They're going to be escorted by some of our destroyers. Definitely. And then these guys are both in Northern Europe. They're going to escort them there too. Yeah. Move ship into the Mediterranean. So they have one battlecruiser, and it's kind of crap. And then all of those guys. Actually, we wouldn't be able to blockade them much with this. So some of our stuff from Northeast Asia is going to get sent back up. So unfortunately, these are now 2 different models of the same class, of the Pervinets class. Not state of affairs when your Ks are more combat effective than your DDs. Yeah. Alright, so we want to send... We'll leave this guy down in Northeast Asia for the moment. Oh wait. These guys should all transit to the Mediterranean now, too. Yeah, we need to just start reactivating our ships here. So yeah, these guys are both also gonna transit to the Med. Any cruisers we want to? These 3 cruisers are gonna move to the Mediterranean. Yeah. Much as I would want to have these guys, I think I'll just leave them there for the moment. Maybe until war has started. Handle it. So that gives us more budget, but more tension with the U.S. But I don't think the U.S. is going to boil over into war from one tension. Oil has been discovered in Malta. And build our new battleship, or battlecruiser then. Alright. So yeah, start reactivating our guys. Those guys are all reserve fleet. Yeah, those guys should be active again. Those guys should probably be reserved for the moment. Those guys will stay in Northeast Asia. We're gonna send in one more group from Northern Europe into the Med. And then all these guys are gonna be moved to the reserve fleet. Actually, you know what? We're gonna send a group of minesweepers down to the Mediterranean. This is costing a lot per turn. Yeah, okay, much praise. Good. I'm probably not gonna lay another one down. Kinburn is commissioned. Issue an ultimatum. We are now in a state of war with Austria-Hungary, and our new battlecruiser has commissioned into the Navy. Alright, so, in terms of forces, how the... What? What did they have in Northern Europe? Alright, activate everything which isn't already active. Okay, all of you guys on trade protection then. We're gonna move 4 of these guys on trade protection. I don't have the destroyers I need, which is gonna be a problem. And I think I'm gonna need more subs. 2, and I know that's spending so much money, but I have to. I can't really move that many ships out of Northern Europe either. At least not for a few turns. Operations of our ally. So we can do a coastal raid on Dalmatia. Alright, time to get ourselves trapped in the Adriatic. Alright, so this is our 2 battlecruisers. And Austria has how many battlecruisers? 1 in service right now. It is worse than ours, so this is what we'd probably encounter. There is a chance, though, that we could encounter some of their pre-dreadnoughts, which are a little... Okay, this one's okay. These are kind of small, but maybe still a little worrisome. Just before the plane span becomes... Yes, yes it is. Our current... I want to get enough victory points in this war to take Dalmatia. Okay, these ones are not at all scary. We have nothing to fear from the Monarch class. If they get Monarchs in this battle, that's free points. But yeah, we have our 2 battleships here. Okay, so we're expected to sail this way. We have our 2 battlecruisers, not battleships. I don't know the word battleship. We only know the word battlecruiser here. So somewhere in this region, there are going to be enemy ships. As expected... Turn north and try to engage whatever it is. Okay, we got something over there. AV. Oh, that's probably merchant. Yep, that's a merchant. That's another merchant. That's a trade protection ship. That is probably a coastal battery. 6 inches. I'm not too worried. Can we... Take out the merchant. Sailing over, take out this merchant. We're shooting at the coastal battery. Yes. Alright, that merchant is dead. That patrol boat's going back into port. We're bombarding the coastal battery some more. Yeah. Alright. Slow down to 20 knots. Start heading this way. What is that? Oh, enemy ships. That's the enemy force. What do they consist of? That's a coastal battery. How many coastal batteries does Austria-Hungary have? 12. Are they listed in ships? No, they're not. I don't know what coastal batteries it has in terms of actual numbers, but apparently it has 12 of them. That's a 10-inch. That is actually a little concerning. Go down to normal speed. So we're shooting at that coastal battery. We want to head this way. We want to stay... I want to try to hit whatever that BC is, which I am assuming is the only Austrian BC. So Ismail took a hit. That was a 10-inch belt extended hit. Austria-Hungary will pull in Italy from the last campaign and have 100 plus by the end. That is an armored cruiser. Oh. Oh God. I would not want to be that armored cruiser right now. How fast is it? 23 knots. It's not fast enough. Hello there. How would you like to meet nice Russian 12-inch guns? Does that sound fun to you, Donau class? Does that sound like the perfect day? Oh, we had that misidentified. It's actually a Monarch class. Well, Monarch class, how do you enjoy all the 12-inch guns? Oh, do you enjoy that? This I should actually be really, really careful about. Okay, so that Wildfang class has been shot and has stopped moving, which is a really, really good sign. Okay, do that sort of maneuver. 'Cause I'm pretty yeah, it's dead. But we want to make sure that the second one doesn't get us. Okay, we took an engine room hit belt, and that was a 9-inch shell, and it did not penetrate. Alright, so we want to turn probably this way. Just to make sure that that enemy destroyer is not going to get us. Actually, that destroyer's kind of heading that way. Turn hard. Get away from it. Okay, we hit it multiple times. The Wildfang. Yeah, it's heading into our cruiser group over here. We took a belt extended hit, caused a little bit of damage. Monarch class is slowed, apparently has heavy damage. The Wildfang has been pushed directly into our cruisers. And this Monarch slowly getting pounded to bits. That Wildfang has somehow escaped. It's certainly damaged. No doubt about that. Alright, we're gonna swerve off course this way. Alright, it's dead. It's sinking. Yeah, for now, hold your fire. Go down to cruise speed. We'll just kinda hang out next to it. Yep. And rescue the survivors whenever it sinks. So we'll probably just send the ships through this way. Come on. It's sinking. Come on, sink already. Yes, yes to all. Alright, cool. So now we will get the survivors rescued. Okay, hold up. Alright, our fleet is stupid. We'll just kind of sail this way and let them figure it out. Yeah, you guys can figure it out, right? Kinda. Do we have any ports to run to? We can run to French ports, it looks like. It doesn't look like we can run to British ports, though. That's kind of weird. That we can't run to, like, Malta or Cyprus or something. or Egypt. We can only run to French ports. Shiplet short bus class DDs. Yep, so we had one battlecruiser lightly damaged, one battlecruiser undamaged, and we sank an enemy battleship, an enemy destroyer, and 2 enemy merchants. So yeah, this one was just 12-inch. Ooh, first hit, scored a fire, and then rudder damage, and got his rudder repaired after a minute, and then it, superstructure hits and just multiple hits, 12-inch hits, 5-inch hits, 5-inch penetrations to the fore-aft hull. That 10-inch hit actually didn't penetrate. I don't think armor's really that good in the early game, but then it's just taking a number of 10, 12, and 5-inch hits, and then it's sinking, and, then we just finished it off. The destroyer Wildfang, what wound up happening? Oh, it took a 10-inch hit. That's what did it. That 10-inch hit and that second 5-inch hit probably did it. Actually, that was a near miss. Never mind. It was that 5-inch hit. Or those 2 5-inch hits, like 3 minutes apart. So, good job. By very special Russian sailors. And Ismail took, what, 1 9-inch belt extended hit, which did a bit of damage. We damaged that one destroyer, 2 hits from Ismail, but it successfully got away, and then, the merchants also sank. So yeah, good battle. Russian major victory, the Battle of Dalmatia. I suppose we'll stick with that name. So let's look at the map. Austria-Hungary still has a... Why is that being repaired for 1 turn? It was a single belt extended hit. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to send this ship here to Northern Europe. And we are going to send this ship here into the Mediterranean. And do like a little ship swap. Now I do have to keep ships on active duty in Northern Europe. For whatever reason. Because Austria-Hungary is apparently strong enough to threaten Northern Europe, the Mediterranean, and West Africa at the same time with this force. Like, I mean, they have the 8 Bs, which is probably helping them a lot compared to me. We can only muster that. Well, I mean, we have some stuff over here, too, which I should probably try to get out of Northeast Asia. I think we're going to send one of these ships over to the Med. British BBs nowhere to be seen. Yep. How are our submarines doing? 8 turns for that group and then 15 for the other one. We are losing a lot of money right now. Ships under construction. We have our new battlecruiser under construction. We'll actually get a new light cruiser here very shortly. And then all of these destroyers, too. All the new destroyers. Yeah. Hopefully this battlecruiser will work up in the next couple of turns and we can move it down there. Yeah, new CL commission. That's going to save us some money. So, coastal raid up here. Again, potentially risky if we do take damage. But we have a major ship advantage. And I need to exploit that to its fullest potential. Because if they're getting, like, say, their battlecruiser or some of their battleships here. Alright, so that's a ship spotted. It's moving decently fast. I feel like that's a scout. No, okay, that's a merchant. Oh, look, up front we have one of our cruisers. Oh, that's such a good armored cruiser. Alright, that's moving a little faster. Unidentified land feature there. Got a force over here. So whatever that was, it was going into port. What are these coastal batteries? That's a 4-inch and a 6-inch. So they could threaten some of my ships, but probably not like my main ones here. That merchant will probably sink. Yeah, it's sinking. I don't know what that ship is. It's running away. If it has torpedoes, we don't want a part of it. But yeah, main goal accomplished. Let's skedaddle. It's also winter, so I probably should have just looked at the month and realized it's January. But yeah, it's winter, so nighttime's gonna last a while. We're just gonna retreat our fleet, I think. Just skedaddle. I don't want to keep up this engagement. See, if we go back to the RNGs, this Italy shot from a 12-inch battery that flash-fired your cruiser. Yep. That was a very weird game for RNG. Like, one or two of those Italy wars was just... No, the entire thing was just odd. Like, all the mines I kept hitting, all the Italian battleships and battlecruisers which exploded, all the British battleships and battlecruisers which failed to explode, the 4 dud bombs, the 18-inch non-penetrating hit on a 3.5-inch belt. Yeah, that whole game was just crazy in terms of the RNG. Although I think the 18-inch hit on the 3.5-inch belt, the non-penetrating one, was actually due to the ship being very, very heavily angled. So that probably wasn't as much RNG, but you know where the ship was at the time. So yeah, they only had a light cruiser deployed. Maybe gained a prestige point for that. They are blockaded currently. What are they? Austria. Austria. Why do you have 4 armored cruisers on the South American East Coast? Like that Lada bouncing a 155-meter shell. Oh, I haven't seen that, no. Alright, so what do we think they have here? We think that their battlecruiser is currently deployed in Northern Europe. So is our second one here isn't done yet. That one's still in the med. Once that one's done working up, it's going to get sent to the Mediterranean. And we'll just leave that one still there. Okay, so that's still Northeast Asia. We're probably still going to leave that there. I think 2 more of these guys are going to get moved into the Mediterranean. Yeah, that cruiser still needs to work up. And yeah. Alright, I'm content with this. For 4 more turns until we get our batch of destroyers done, and that's gonna also save us some money. Crush them. Oh, come on. Alright, we'll take Dalmatia. That was a very, very short war. That 3.5-inch belt probably had a hell of a dent. Yes. On the other hand, we now have a Mediterranean colony. Sent you a link for the ladder bounce. Okay. I'm gonna mute the desktop real quickly because this might play sound. Alright, there we go. Unmuted, so... Dear God, yeah. Didn't... I mean, that was more of a skim. Like, it didn't detonate it, but... Yeah. Alright, so with that... Which ports do we have? Spalato, Cattaro, and Zara now. So, now the Mediterranean's opened up. And do we need, do we have any requirements for tonnage on foreign stations? I don't know. We've only been going for 50 minutes, and, you know, already we have fought a war, and I need to extend the stream out to, like, 2 hours or something. Alright. So, yeah, we'll take Dalmatia. Do I just... I'm gonna need to have something in Northeast Asia. I'm gonna need to have some battlecruiser, and I think building a big battery down in Dalmatia might be a smart idea. I don't know. Might just leave it as is. So I take it... Yeah, we have this. And I think Austria-Hungary still controls that. But I don't want to go to war with Austria-Hungary again. I think our next target should really be Germany. And trying to take, like, Tsingtao and such. What is our invasion range? Well, it's within it. The other thought, 12-inch in Dalmatia. I don't know. I'll have to decide. But it does... When these alliances end, especially this one, that's going to give us a good capability to try to build up stuff in the Mediterranean. Or potentially, you know, grab, like, Albania or Greece if stuff happens. I don't know, war with Austria. That was a very, very odd thing to happen, I will say. Alright, so... Let's see now. We have a group in Northeast Asia. I think these guys honestly need to get sent back to Northeast Asia. All of these guys should probably wind up going to Northern Europe. I don't think I'm going to initially have a navy in the Med. I don't think I need to station. Oh, force requirement is 4,000 in the Med. And what's it in Northeast Asia? 0. Alright, so we need a or we're gonna just need like a cruiser in the Mediterranean, I would think. So we're probably just gonna leave one of our... Well, what ships do I want to scrap right now is another big question, because it's now 1912. Do I have mines? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, first of all, doctrine. Stop training. So that is gonna save us some money. Yeah, that saves us a lot of money. And I will have to deactivate and reactivate stuff. It's like, I like starting out a stream with doing this. With doing all the deactivating and reactivating. I don't quite like ending a stream with it. Or not ending a stream, but like having it in the middle. Because it's a little difficult to do and kind of interrupts the play. This might be the time where I just call it at a 52-minute stream and then do it a little bit, or do the next one a little bit later. I've been kind of out of it recently. I don't know, I might continue to discuss plans. So of course, right now plan is get this ship done. We need this battlecruiser. Although this battlecruiser looks strangely like battlecruisers are built as Russia in other games, and those battleships didn't actually really pan out that well. But yeah. In terms of what we want to scrap, we probably need these guys around for trade protection. I'd almost say that the Pilatas and maybe the Imperator Peter Velikis are obsolete at this point. Although it might be the case where I just... This is like keeping a pre-dreadnought, though. But, I mean, it's classified as an armored cruiser, so that does kind of help. But, I mean, I'll keep 3 of them anyway, and then the next war would probably be around 1916 to 1918. I don't know, I'll make the decision next time. It's always good to start out a stream with scrapping everything. And, you know, end a stream with a victory where we did actually get a little bit of territory out of it. So I suppose that's it. That's the Let's Fight Austria-Hungary stream. And I'll be back next time with more of this. I hope to stream this a little more regularly, although it's probably going to be a little slower in terms of how often I'm producing the streams until Ruler Waves version 1.0.4 comes out and fixes the 21 tech bug, at which point I can take this back at the same pace I took the other one. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'm not gonna do my normal outro. I'll see you next time, and I am still working on the videos for the first series, and hopefully that'll be going up in these next couple of days. And I know I keep saying next couple of days, but this time I mean it a little more than I did before. I procrastinate a lot. Bye.